Hello everyone and welcome to Ian's Bricks. I'm Ian and today I've got an update on my Lego City. It's been a while since I've done an update, so apologies for that. I've been quite busy, so we've not really had a lot of time. But first of all, if I can just show you what I did since the last video that I did. So we have the three buildings on the right hand side. We've got all the road that goes all the way down and then all the way along the front. That looks okay. We started off with the river. And the river looks okay up to a certain point, and the idea is with this top section here is I was trying to create a piece where the river went up slightly and create a little waterfall. It's not quite worked how I want it, so I'm probably going to dismantle that and have a bit of a rejig and a rethink. I've got some support posts down here. This is where the new the boutique hotel is going to go on this corner here, and we have the start of my pedestrianised zone, which I think looks okay there, so that's going to sort of carry on up there a little bit. We've got loads of bricks and support bricks here, 2x2s, 1x2s, all sorts of things there. They're just, doesn't matter about the colour particularly. So I think the first thing for me to do is probably have a quick dismantle of this, have a rethink. The idea was, obviously this is going to be sort of all raised up, and I wanted some kind of a bridge or stepping stones across here and then some steps to go down to the water, but it just I didn't like how it worked. So I think I'm going to have a bit of a rethink. So I need to have a think and see what I'm going to come up with. So that's taken me quite a while, but I think I've got a finished result that I quite like. So you can see how the river sort of curves off to the left hand side there, and it's sort of built up. There's a little bit of a water flow. I just wanted a slight sort of difference in height, so I'm quite pleased with that. I've got some base plates over there. I quite like that little corner bit there. Not too sure about those two masonry bricks there, maybe put green in there, but for now I think I'm going to leave it. And I've continued the masonry wall all the way along both sides. I've left the tiling of the river for the moment there in the middle, because we're going to have some sort of bridge or something across there, so I'm not quite sure how that's going to work at the moment. So I think the next thing for me to do is to put the supports in just to the left of this, so I can get the next building in place. Here we have all the posts all ready for the supports for the building to go on top. And here we have the town hall in place. Looks pretty good. Looks a bit weird at the moment. We'll need to get some road running along this piece here. And obviously we've got a couple of gaps here where some more buildings are going to go eventually. So I think probably the next thing is build the supports for the road. That's all done. That took quite a while then. So one thing just to show you slightly different is, if you can see, there's a slight difference in height here, and I've had to do that all the way around. That will become clear as to why I've done that. Just for one of the modular buildings needs to be one lower. And also what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop a building there temporarily. I'm going to stick the greengrocer in there because I've got that spare at the moment. It won't go there in the final build, but I'm going to pop it in there at the moment to see what that all looks like. There we go, all in. So one slight issue I've noticed already is a bit of a gap between the buildings. I know the table's on completely flat, so I'll have to try and rectify that if I can. That, as I say, the greengrocer won't be staying there full time. And I also need to sort the roads out as well. I don't have all the infill bits and the proper road pieces yet, but you get the idea. I just sort of colour it. And then obviously we have all the base plates now ready for the modular buildings to go in, with this one, which is one Lego piece lower, slightly lower than the rest, and this is where the garage is going to go, and I'll sort of try and explain what I mean as to how I want this to look. So I've put the garage in place. This is the spot that I wanted, obviously, but I'll need to turn it 45 degrees so the corner is sort of going that way on where the roads meet. But what I wanted to show you is the reason why it's one Lego piece lower is I want the road to be flush, or the entrance to the garage to be flush with the roads, and obviously I'll need to build this pavement up here and here to sort of match the rest of the city layout. I thought of a couple of ways of doing it. I thought the easiest way to do is to literally lower the whole thing down by one third of a Lego piece, and to fit it in like that. But what I have to do, I have to transfer this onto a onto the thicker base plates here like this. It's just on the normal thin base plate at the moment. So there's quite a bit of work that I need to do on that. So I'm probably going to leave that to a later date. But for now, that looks pretty good. I also want to get one more building in. There we have it then. So that's the boutique hotel, which is also in place. Again, this might not stay in this actual location. As you can see, there's still a lot of work to be done on this side here. I have an issue on this side here where I need to build a modular building that's sort of one stud less than the normal 32 by 32, just because the wall slightly bends and bows and runs away with it. So I'm going to have to think about something to do there. But for now, I'm quite happy with what I've got. The river's looking fairly good, still a bit to finish off up here and possibly need to do something there. I'm going to have some kind of bridge or something going across here, not quite figured out how I'm going to do that yet. Obviously I need to sort of put all the roads in properly and finish those off, and I still need to build a lot of the modular buildings as well. There's a lot more building to be done, but for now I think that shot looks pretty impressive. Looking down the street, not many people around at the moment, but I think that looks pretty good. I'm pretty impressed with how that's all looking. Just a turn around there, and yeah. So I'm really happy with that so far. Still a lot of work to be done, but for now that's as much as I'm going to do to the Lego City. So the next thing for me is to start building more of the modular buildings. I've got loads of them in pieces still, which still need to be built. And a bit more groundwork to be done as well. Some of the mills plates to sort of build up, and I might need to buy some more bricks for that. But for now, I'm really happy with how it's starting to progress. Tell me what you think in the comments. Any suggestions? Obviously I've got a very small space, so a lot of people suggest things like putting a railway in and this, that and the other. Haven't really got the space for that, but any suggestions are welcome. Thank you very much for watching as always. Thanks to all the commenters and subscribers. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care. Until next time.